And what is Holden's relationship with sex?
Not very good.
I feel like he doesn't want it, but he thinks he should want it. Because like with a prostitute, he thought he was like, well, someone should offer me a prostitute. I'm gonna look like a retard if I don't just buy this prostitute right now. I'm gonna look like I'm gay or something. So he feels like, well, I should do this, but I don't really want to do this.
I don't think he's going to be ready for it until he knows who he is as a person, until he can get over his brother, until he's happy with himself. I don't think he can. He makes very impulsive decisions based off of relationships, like with Sally. He asked her to run away with him, and he doesn't really like her.
Yeah. Tanner.
I agree with him too, because I feel like he still has innocence inside of him, and he can't have sex because he's worried that it's going to take away his innocence from him.
Nice. But a lot of people his age and younger don't really care about that innocence.
Well, it was different in this time though. Like, this was set in like the 50s, and
It's like his own sensory reasons.
they thought that they shouldn't.
I would argue that during this time it was more common for people to have kids and families when they were 17, 18 years old.
Well, I mean, yeah, he had been drinking and smoking, and I was just like, oh, he's like 16 years.
Yeah, Troy?
I think the reason he ain't going into sex is because he still's got deep feelings for Jane.
Very
and
nice.
He don't want to do nothing that will hurt that. And that's the reason he ain't going into it.
Jane
Awesome.
should have been better in this book.
Yes. Let's
Swear.
talk about Jane. Why wasn't Jane?
Because the author
does
got lazy. That's why.
you think so?
Yes.
I don't know,
Maybe
because
they
she had
didn't think
such,
that
she had such like, she controlled
Impact
him
on
in
the
a way,
book.
and we didn't even get to see her
Is
either.
there a sequel to this? I mean, come on. Jane should be somewhere.
Okay.
Backstories? I don't. We got one little like. I remember hearing about the time her stepdad came home and made her cry, and that's the only part I remember hearing about
They
Jane.
went golfing together. She just made him happy. She took his mind off of Alan.
Why? We're gonna take another turn and talk just to encourage. We are doing very well in terms of percentage today, but still not everyone has spoken. So here's what you're focusing on in the turn and talk, and when we come back, if you haven't spoken, I'm going to be giving you a very intentful look. Talk about Jane, talk about sex, and talk about, well, those are the two things, but really whatever you want, I guess. And we're going to come back and
Think about Jane.
I'm not really sure. I mean, I do agree that he wants to save himself for Jane in a way. But I think he still has his innocence too.
I think he don't want to have sex because he don't want to get closer, any more closer to anybody, so he won't get hurt. Like he was hurt when Allie died.
He don't want to get attached.
He don't want to get attached.
I do think
It is real weird though, because like, in a way he acts like he wants to be with Jane, but then another way he acts like he doesn't want to be with anybody at all.
So I want to get more attached to anybody, so he won't get hurt again.
Okay, we have a few more minutes. It's 8:40, and we get out today at 8:46. And I have, I have something for you that I need to save about a couple minutes for. So, let's close out the discussion today. If you have not spoken, please kick us off with what you were talking about. Thank you, Cam.
Me and Charlie said that he don't want to have sex with nobody because he don't want to get attached to nobody else, so he wouldn't get hurt no more, or anything will happen to whoever he get attached to, and he won't be sad or nothing no more, like he was with Allie.
Nice.
Yeah, Blaine got, we were saying how he liked Jane so much, and then kind of threat letter went out with her. And he don't know if they, did it or not, but he just wouldn't want to.
Gave him time.
Yeah, and he wouldn't want to, I don't know, like, kind of
He's scared.
love and have sex with her and hug her.
Which is interesting because earlier we mentioned how reality is also the way that you connect with other people. Abby.
Me and Kristen felt like maybe Holden saving himself for Jane instead of just sleeping around with whoever.
Which connects to which other theme, by the way?
And
The isolation thing.
Well, isolation and morality, right?
yeah.
That's a common moral. Save yourself for marriage. Holly?
Me and Rebecca have a little bit of a disagreement, and we
Okay,
want to see
good.
your view on it.
Sure.
Alright, she thinks, or tell them what you think.
Okay, you know how you made the point about how your professor's like, pretty much, if you can write a story without the character, then you don't need the character.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Salinger thought that, like, he didn't necessarily need Jane in the story.
Mm.
Like, he mentions DB in the story, but he didn't put him in, like, as an actual character in the book.
Yeah.
Because the book probably would have been the same without him.
Right.
But I disagree
Okay.
that he had to put them in there because he had to portray their effect on Holden. Because without that, then we wouldn't know his complete relationship with all his siblings. And without Jane, we wouldn't see why he was waiting for sex.
Okay. Very good.
Here's Rebecca, because we can see the effects that they have on we can see the effects that Jane and Stevie have on them without them being there. We can still see how it's affecting them because I think Jane is his effect for his sex life because
That was the first tell out of it, so
I think that he didn't put her in there to show what effect she has on him because I think she's one of the reasons why he doesn't want to have sex with anyone. And I also think another reason he doesn't want to have sex because he's holding on to his childhood. And he still wants to feel innocent, even though it was kind of just away from him.
nice. Blaine, I'll give you the last word.
I think Jane is the cause of this book.
Nice. You think Jane is the cause of this book? Tell us a little bit about that.
Because the way Holden is like he is because of Jane and what they kind of had him with.
Okay.
He just kind of keeps holding on to it.
Blaine, I love that idea, and we're gonna end with that today because
Want me to stop this?
tomorrow. Yeah, go ahead and stop that.
Jane